I, 32F, cheated on my wife, 32F, and I feel terrible. How should I proceed?
/ I am not up. Original posts by you/throw on r/relationshipadvice. / I, 32F, cheated on my wife, 32F, and I feel terrible. How should I proceed? April 10, 2022. My wife Rita and I have been married for 4 years and we dated for 2 years before that. I mostly do freelance stuff from home and she owns a business with her best friend. Their business has always meant a lot to Rita, to the point where I sometimes think she has tied her self-worth to its success. When COVID hit and all the lockdown stuff happened, it hit the business hard. It took over Rita's life. She would spend a lot of her days there without coming home. Even when she came home, she was very tired and didn't have any time for us. This went on for months until things started looking up.
But the next waves hit and the whole thing started again. Before this whole thing, we had a good marriage. We were open and spent a lot of time with each other. So when stopped spending time with me, it hit me hard. I was understanding and didn't bother her. I took care of things at home and looked after her. But even after her business started doing better, she still spent most of her time there. I tried talking to her about it, but she would spend a few days at home and go back there. I even tried taking her on vacation, but she was distracted and worried about her work. All of this left me feeling isolated. I felt like I was the only one putting effort into our marriage. Almost 2 months ago, I met an especially beautiful and charming woman at the gym. I don't know why, but I told her I was single. She asked me out for a coffee and I was swept up in the whole thing.
2 weeks after meeting each other regularly, she invited me back to her home and we had sex. The magnitude of the thing I did hit me the next day. I felt guilty and terrible. I decided that I needed to get a divorce. I stopped going to the gym and broke up with her. When I started getting things in order to file for divorce, Rita came home and told me that she hired someone to take over for her. She even booked a surprise vacation for us. She started spending a lot more time at home. I kept postponing my divorce after this sudden change, even though I still felt guilty. She started taking an active role in our life after almost 2 years, and our marriage has healed significantly. I know what I did was terrible. I'm not defending myself. I don't know how to proceed now. The guilt is eating me every day. I'm so afraid of losing her when I just got her back. How do I tell her? /update. I, 32F, cheated on my wife, 32F, and I feel terrible. How should I proceed? https www.reddit.com/r/relationshipadvice/comments/u8s1jf/update 32F cheated on my wife 32 fandifeel UTM source equals share and UTM medium equals web 2x and context equals 3. April 21st, 2022. I confessed to my wife after my previous post. It was a very nerve-wracking process. I couldn't live with the guilt. She told me she knew about it already. The cafe I went to with the other woman was owned by a friend, my Rita's. She recognized me and told Rita about it when we kissed. Rita told me that it was her wake-up call. She was worried about losing me and wanted to make an effort before she lost me completely. That was why she hired someone to replace her in a hurry and suddenly started spending more time with me. Rita was angry when I told her I slept with the other woman. I told her how guilty I felt about the whole thing. We both cried when I told her I was about to file for a divorce. I told her the whole story and how I felt. We cried a lot that evening. We started seeing a marriage counselor after that. The sessions and the healing process have been difficult, but the whole thing has made our bond stronger and reinvigorated our love for each other. We've spending so much quality time together and our marriage is in a way better place. Both of us are women, by the way. My original post wasn't very popular and didn't get much traction, but I wanted to make this post because cheating doesn't have to be the end of a relationship. I know I was the cheating partner and I have no right to say this. I wouldn't have blamed Rita if she had decided to leave me, but I'm happy that she didn't. Edit. Yes, I told the other woman I was married and apologized to her. OOP's comment in the original BORU post. I'm the OOP. I just found this thread and read through all the comments. Just want to clarify some things. I knew many Redditors don't read before passing judgment, and that's why I specifically mentioned that we were women in the second post. But seeing so many people still think I'm a man made me realize asking Reddit for advice was a stupid idea. I did tell the other woman that I was married and I apologized. It was a tense interaction and we didn't see each other again. Some people were asking about our financial situation. I said I was freelance because I don't have an employer. But I work as a cybersecurity consultant and I make a lot of money. Sometimes more than Rita does. I was the one who supported us through the pandemic when her business was in the negative. I am not the original poster. This is a repost sub.
Kudos to people who can rebuild relationships and marriages after cheating. I just don't see myself being able to.
I don't know why, but I told her I was single. She knew exactly why.
When I saw my wife cheating, I never told her until after the divorce was final. She asked me why I didn't say anything because we could have fixed it. No, not for me. I'm happy things are working for you too. This would not have been my reaction.
I don't know why, but I told her I was single. This line shows so much immaturity. Up knew why. It was a conscious decision on their part.
11 days later, we started seeing a marriage counselor. It really helped. Quote, okay, you definitely got an appointment with a counselor and had enough sessions to improve your marriage. Within 11 days. Reite. Love that the first post is just reasons for cheating, and the guilt only hit after. Don't know how she took her back. I know I wouldn't have. Ops grievances were legit right up until she cheated. She should have asked for a divorce and then have that be the wake-up call. I can't believe her wife took her back after cheating. Asking Reddit for advice was a stupid idea. If everyone realized this, my time spent scrolling popcorn subs would go way down. So did OOP get therapy or anything? You need therapy. Individual therapy too. Not just marriage counseling. Loneliness has never made me lie to someone's face to sleep with them behind my wife's back. Then you didn't even respect her enough to tell her and let her have input regarding her marriage and her life. You were just making the divorce decision all on your own. Just like when you decided to cheat, lying to everyone the whole time. You're already beyond lucky she took you back. The least you can do is work on yourself to fix the problem so you don't do it again. What does it matter if OOP is a man or a woman? More and more Reddit posters aren't even posting their gender, and at the end of the day it shouldn't change the advice. I knew many Redditors don't read before passing judgment, and that's why I specifically mentioned that we were women in the second post. But seeing so many people still think I'm a man made me realize asking Reddit for advice was a stupid idea. Best possible conclusion she could have drawn from these posts, honestly. OOP forgot about the lesbian underground when she was kissing the other girl in the cafe. I was the cheater about 10 years ago when we were going through a really rough patch. He forgave me and we're still together and we're happy. We've moved past it. It's not something I'd ever do again. It took a long time for him to heal and I would never want to hurt him or anyone else that way ever again. Cheating is a serious character flaw. If I can hurt someone I love like that, What am I willing to do to other people? What does that say about me as a person? I never want to be that person. I feel lucky that every day that he chose to stay and forgive me. I also would not have blamed him if he left. I wish I could be happy, but I am angry on behalf of OOP's wife. Cheating is worse. It is a deal breaker for me. I cannot even look at someone if they cheated on me, let alone touch. But then again, it is not my relationship. I am someone who can forgive a cheater. Relationship's over, though. If I was Rita personally, I would not let it slide. Regardless of anybody's gender, these hands are genderqueer. If OOP is going to bail when times get hard, the marriage will not last with any marriage. Hard times come and go in every marriage. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm gonna say I understand why they made the decisions they made. Not everyone is built the same mentally. To some people, cheating isn't such a huge betrayal. She decided it was worth saving the marriage, so good for them, I guess. I know for a fact this will get downvoted to oblivion, but at this point I don't care. I'm so sick of people on Reddit being so spiteful on posts like these. OOP and her wife decided together to work on their relationship and not break up. That is their decision. Whether or not you agree with their decision is up to you. But to personally attack OOP's wife, to call OOP horrible names, no one is asking you to like her. But to act like cheating is the worst thing someone can do is just ridiculous. Unless every single one of you is as pure as the driven snow, then don't throw stones in glass houses. And to attack the relationship, mock it, and say it's not worth saving. It's just bitter and cruel. We all love it when we see heartwarming posts on BORU cause they're so rare. Well, maybe they wouldn't be if we weren't all so horrible in the comments on every other type of post. You get the energy back that you put out, people. And for the record, I haven't cheated. I have been cheated on. And while I did end up breaking up with him, I can look back on it now and agree that it was for the best, and I don't hate either of them.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.